Why can't the Steelers, though, do you think, continue to improve? Le'Veon Bell appeared to be Le'Veon Bell for the first time all year. Obviously, he's gotten his sea legs under himself now that there's no more holdout that has maybe, held him back from being himself earlier. What about them to be the rest of the way here?
I really like them, but it hurts me to say this because I know him personally, and he's a Hall of Famer. It's Ben. He's not playing how he used to play. It does not look like that Hall of Famer that we've seen in the past. And he'd be the first one to say it. He's second guessing himself, saying, I don't know if I got it. All the drama that's going on in that locker room. But for me, it comes down to him. He's got the keys. And if Le'Veon Bell needs that many carries and can do that, then keep turning around and handing the ball, take the ball out of Ben's hands, which is something who would have thought anybody would ever say. And maybe we're looking at this could be his last year in the NFL. He's been talking about retiring, but if he keeps playing like this, I think it's going to be kind of it's time for you to retire anyway.
Well, I mean, second guessing himself. You really see that on film? You see that when you're watching this right now?
After the game, and I don't know the context of how many questions. You know how it is as a player. You keep getting asked the same question over and over, and then you're kind of like, I just want to get out of here. So maybe it's one of those things that, I just want to get out. Maybe I don't have it anymore. But he said it.
And I proffer to say you probably never had a 5 turnover game in your life or career, which is what he had on that day. But when he did kind of flippantly say that, a lot of people put that together as 2 with the 2 of what he said in the offseason.
Yep.
That I'm on the 1 year every year Favre plan, basically wondering if I should play. Did you ever go into a game thinking maybe I don't want to do this anymore towards the end of your career?
No. No. That last year we went to the NFC Championship game. I was going to retire that year, especially if we got to the Super Bowl. I was like, it's over for sure, and we didn't go. So I was still going to retire until Mike Smith came out and talked me into coming, like, hey, you know what, we got a good team. And I saw the team, and I went back and played. And because of that, though, I had a pretty good season. I went to the Pro Bowl. I still played well. But throughout that whole season, it was a grind because I put that in my mind already. And it was there, even though I tried to get rid of it. But once it's in your mind, it's so hard to not think the grass is greener, okay? Especially when you start losing and things start not to go your way. You start to second guess yourself, and it's tough. It's a mental uphill battle that Ben is going through right now because of what he has said, I think. And so, but it doesn't mean he can't get out of it. I think he still can go out there and turn this around. But right now, even that tip drill. We talked about the tip drill.
Yeah.
That was a bad pass.
Should have been picked.
It was a bad pass, and it could have lost the game for them. And then what would have happened then? What would the media have been saying then? Obviously, it didn't go that way. So I wish the best for Ben. I think they got a hell of a football team. If he can get close to where he was, this is a team that could go to the playoffs, and they could win the Super Bowl.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.